It's Boxing Day. I've had a very pleasant day so far of dossing around, napping and knitting and crocheting. Just catching up with Hannah from Corner of Crafts Vlogmases, and I'm also making some peppermint puddles, which is what Rachel from So Ray Me called these. I've made peppermint bark many times before, but I got these two moulds, this snowflake and this Christmas tree, when I was at Chatsworth Garden Centre, and then I'd already got this star one. These are little silicone moulds. So I'm just melting some white chocolate at the moment. I'm going to do white chocolate and then I'm going to do some milk and dark mixed up underneath it, and let's see how they turn out. Here we go, the white chocolate's well on the way, not take long. I'm also making butternut squash and Gruyere tart. So I've got the slices of butternut squash in the oven, and I'm just frying some onions and sage, dried sage. Not too many onions because my tummy does not like them at all. It's one of the things I'm not very good at digesting. So I've got some gluten-free puff pastry in the fridge. In fact, I ought to get that out. That's a good point. And I've got some Gruyere to slice up, and then the butternut squash, and it all gets layered up. And this is my father-in-law's favourite thing I make, and I'm making it because we're going to their house for tea tonight. So that's what I'm spending my afternoon doing. There we go, there's a layer of puff pastry with the onions and sage, a butternut squash which has been roasted, and then a layer of Gruyere cheese on top. Now I'm going to roll out the top piece of pastry and then put it all together and egg wash it and get it in the oven. And let's see what it looks like when it comes out. Hello my beauties, happy Betwixtmas. I hope you're having a lovely break and some time to do exactly what you want to do. Today is my first day of really, it's the 28th, and today is my first day of really just having a complete chill out at home. So I've been sitting in my pyjamas working on my scrapping mitts, which were an advent project, and getting those finished. I just need to block those now, which I'm going to do after I've recorded this. Then I'm going to sort out all my prezzies, which I've got laid out in front of me. I'm going to show you. I just want to say a lot of this came from swaps. So I'm not quite as spoilt as I may seem. There are a few other things as well which I've not included in here, like a cardigan, which I've been wearing but I'm too hot for at the moment, and some boots which haven't arrived yet, and a dress which Johnny bought me, but I thought I'm not going to faff around getting that down out of the wardrobe. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what, not a little bit, I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas, and yes, I am a spoilt bugger. But I hope you enjoy having a little look. I've tried to categorise things, so I'll go through them bit by bit. So first of all, I've got some nice treats, like smellies and things. So I've got this mulled wine scented diffuser and candle set. And that came from my friend Vicky, I believe, who I went to school with. And then my friend Claire, who we both went to school with as well, gave me this Temple Spa pyramid. Haven't actually opened it yet. Let me have a look, see if I can get it to the bottom. There we go. Spa mini break, cleansing and moisturising treats. Good Hair Day shampoo, Ingram conditioner, La La Lagoon aromatic bath and shower gel, and Peace Be Still calming skin balm. Lovely. Then my mum-in-law, was it my mum-in-law? I think it was, but it might have been my auntie and uncle-in-law. One of the two. I got this on Boxing Day, and it's Hotel Collection number 3 pomegranate candle, and it smells gorgeous. Then I also got this set of 3 gingerbread cookies candles. Look at the packaging, so pretty. I just want to keep it like that. I think that was from Paula. I'm getting a little bit mixed up now, but I'm trying to keep track of everything. And I also got this beautiful scarf. I love the colour of it, and it's covered in robins, which was from Johnny's auntie and uncle, Kate and Andy. That's a really lovely gift. Then coming over here, I've got some more bits and bobs of smellies. This is a little washcloth that Cherie knitted me, and I love it. It's gorgeous. And this was soap from Shelley from Canada. Oh, there's a tea bag there. I think that was from Kerry's swap. Then I had this soap and this beautiful Progress Keeper, which came from Jules of So Sweet Violet. She also gave me a little, a beautiful little bear Christmas tree decoration, which is already on the tree. I'll try and get a bit of footage of that in a minute. Cherie gave me this soap, which is too adorable to open, and it's Winter Berries. And this one came from Rachel, my best friend Rachel. Morris & Co. Pink Clay and Honeysuckle scented soap. I'm going to be very clean this year. I got some cinnamon bark and white ginger fragrance oil. That was from Cherie, and it smells delicious. And Cherie also sent some honey almond hand cream in really cute packaging. There was something else with that as well, and I can't... Oh no, it was the soap and the hand cream. And she sent me this orange milk chocolate stirrer. So that's going in you should see the bowl of teas and hot chocolates and things that I've collected over Advent. And Shelley included these 2 lovely little bath bombs, and they came wrapped in this bit of lovely Christmassy flannel. So I'm going to press that and get a hexie, maybe even 2 hexies cut out of it for my blanket. And then down here is a selection of beautiful fused glass Christmas decorations, which were made by Audrey. This was part of my Christmas present from Audrey. And her wife, Sarah, who makes the most gorgeous glass. So Audrey is Orderbod on Instagram, and her wife is Sarah. Oh gosh, what is it, Sarah? I can't just remember off the top of my head, but I'll check it and I'll come back and show you. So I've got to find somewhere really special to put these, because I really want them to be showcased. Look at these lovely, you see these iridescent beady things here on the top of this stocking. Just beautiful. So they need a home. Okay, then Bex gave me this lovely Notions pouch / little knitting bag. Hang on, I'm going to be back in a second because I've got to... It's full of vintage, the sweeties of my childhood, Swizzles things. And this, which, oh my goodness, what a throwback. Love Hearts lipstick. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try and spread those out and enjoy them. Then on to pottery things. This was from Cherie. It's a coaster, merry and bright, with a beautiful robin. I'm going to have that on my knitting table and just keep that out for Christmas time. So that was absolutely gorgeous. Kerry gave me this gorgeous Stay Positive mug, and I might make that my new work mug. It's got a little paw inside it. How adorable. So yes, that's that one. And then Paula, and I don't care that these are Halloween at all, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with them. Paula gave me this gorgeous witchy mug, and it's got like this magical autumnal hat wreath, and then inside it's beautifully burnt orange, and she put a skull hanging off it there. And then Rachel, she bought me not 1 but 2, and I cannot quite believe that she did this, of these beautiful Emma Bridgewater Halloween autumn mugs. I had been ogling these 2 particular ones, and I was complaining to her about how expensive they are, and then she went and blooming bought them me for Christmas. So I've got this one, which I'm calling my Magic Mushroom mug. And then this one, which is so detailed and beautiful. And it's got like a Turk's turban pumpkin, some an owl, some pheasants, and then another owl and a carved pumpkin there. Does it say what it's called? No, it doesn't. So those three, they're going to go away for Halloween until autumn. I'm going to tuck those away and look forward to them. And then this beautiful, beautiful jug. And I'm now struggling to remember what was from who. I think this was from Paula. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. It was either Paula or Rachel, I believe. Could have been Rachel. Yeah, possibly was. Anyway, whichever one of them it was, I absolutely adore it. Oh, it's got a tea bag in there. What's that? Christmas in Paris from Stash. I'm really excited about that. I've always wanted to try the Christmas Eve Stash and the Christmas in Paris Stash tea, and I received one of each of those, so that was really nice. Right, I'm going to move these things over to one side, and then I'm going to show you my crafty stitchy things. I just realised I didn't show you my book things. And this was from Cherie, and it's a 2022 diary, and I think... Oh, no, it's not. I was going to say it's Emma Bridgewater, but it's not. It's carousel calendars, and it's so sweet. Look, it's got chickens all over it, which I adore. And then each page, no, it's not each page, but every so often you get a page that has, look, Buff Orpington. And then the Buff Orpington is the Barbara Cartland of Fowl. A straw-coloured, soft-feathered sofa that lays large tinted eggs. They are easy to manage and well-mannered. A straw-coloured, soft-feathered sofa. That's brilliant. And then she picked out this page. Look, Bard Plymouth Rock. She said, I saw this diary and thought of you. Then I saw this breed, which is really appropriate for her because she lives in Plymouth. So that's really exciting. My mum-in-law gave me a sticky notes folder, and I think I might take this one to my new job with me because I've got one on my desk already. So I'm going to put that one aside. I'm going to be looking for a new work bag shortly. So I'll put that in there when I get it. And then Paula treated me to this, Midnight in Everwood, and I've seen some reviews for it, and I was thinking, oh, I want to read that. So In the Darkness of Night, Magic Awaits. And it's based in Nottingham, which is really close to me. And it sounds like a really interesting spin on the Nutcracker story because it's got a character called Dr. Drosselmeyer in it, which is, I'm really looking forward to starting. I may start reading it tonight. So that's if you watched my August London vlog, you may have recalled me seeing this in Liberty and how much I loved it, but again, balked at the price. Well, my lovely parents-in-law treated me to this. It's a printed needlepoint kit made by, it's the Faye collection, and it's exclusively for Liberty. And it's like a neon design of the Tudor building. So here's the pack inside, and it's got all the design printed on it. And then all of the wools for doing it are in here, and they are all Appleton wools, and there are instructions in there as well. I haven't got to make it up as I go along, so that's good. But I have got to just I need to watch a couple of videos about starting off with needlepoint just to get myself going, but I'm really looking forward to doing that. And it's not too big a project, so I think it's going to go quite quickly for me. So that'll be getting going soon as well. I'll pop that over there. And then there are some other stitchy bits and bobs. So from Kerry, this was on my Christmas day. She dyed me several pieces of Ada, and I absolutely love all of them. I need to go to the range or somewhere and get myself a bigger storage box for all my cross-stitch stuff, because it's a bit like bursting out all over. So I'm going to go and do that in the next day or two. And then I got, and I'm just trying to remember who gave me this one. Could have been Cherie. It's really cute. Look, little teddy bear on a sledge in the snow. So that's a tiny little kit for me to do. That'll keep me entertained for a few hours. Then I got this absolutely beautiful autumnal pussycat fat quarter, and I think this was from Kerry as well. So that's so beautiful. And Audrey gave me this really interesting kit. It's for like a locket, and it's not cross stitch, it's embroidered. And you get everything with it, like all the stuff to make it up, all the threads, and all the information about how to put it all together. And then from Johnny, I got my friend Paula put this kit together for me, because to ship the kit from America was going to cost an awful lot of money. So we bought the digital version of the pattern. I'm just trying to find a picture. Let me see. Oh dear, my fingers are all thumbs. Hang on, I'll be back. I don't have a picture of the a photograph of it, but this is a very small version of the chart. So it's a frosted pumpkin stitchery design, and then Paula has bought the Ada and the threads. So here's the Ada. It's like a really lovely duck egg bluey colour, and I need to get up to Mum's and get this overlocked around the edges. And then here are all the threads, really pretty colours. And then also this is the caterpillar cross stitch Christmas needle minder for the year. Oh dear, back at it again, trying to do things one-handed like a Wally. Come on, mister, here you are. And it's the Nutcracker, which I absolutely adore. I love all of their magnetic needle minders, but their Christmas ones in particular are really beautiful. There's a robin one, which I really like as well. So, yes, look at how handsome he is. Oh, excuse me. Right, let me tidy this up and then we'll get on to knitting. So here's the knitty section. From Audrey, I got this Anne Catin Beg. I think that's how you say it. Beautiful stitch marker bracelet. And it's got these gorgeous beads on it. And one of these ends, this one, screws off. So that, I'm not going to do it though, but it unscrews so that you can slip the stitch markers off, and they're all hearts. I don't know if you can see that. They're like lovely bronze coloured hearts. So that's absolutely gorgeous. And I got a Yarn Lover card, postcard. Just trying to remember who that was from. Do you know, I'm terrible. It's Lana Boo Shop design, which is brilliant. Right, onto the yarn. So this one, this is from Canada, and it's Richard, is it Richard de Vries or Richard de Vries? The colourway is Marjolaine, and the colour is absolutely beautiful. Just look at that. So many pretty speckles. It's really, really effective. Hello, young man. I'm just vlogging at the moment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's have a look. What does it say it is? 80 merino, 20 nylon, and it's a sock weight. So that's going to be some beautiful springy socks. Now then, from Cherie, this really made me squeal with excitement. This is Bumblebee Acres yarn, and I believe that this is from a package that they sent to her, and she put some aside for me, bless her heart, because we're both obsessed with this yarn, with trying this yarn base. So it is their Coquette sock, and the colour is Winter Berries. So this is 75% American Corriedale and 25% nylon. And it is so smooth and so squishy and plumptious. And the colours in it, I mean, just, oh, look at that. It's making my mouth water just to look at it. And then that beautiful, beautiful pop of red there. And all these lovely muted greens and blues and the white. So obviously that's a Christmas yarn. And I'm not sure, I think it's going to have to be socks, but I'm not sure entirely exactly what yet. Then from Davina, the little treasure, for my Christmas Day present, she bought me Rainbow Fusions yarn. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, anything that's that saturated in colour, I adore. And it's the Rainbow of Midnight set. So it's a 75 merino, 25 nylon, and I've got a 50 gram sock, main colour, and 20 gram of the contrast. So that's going to be, again, some beautiful spring socks from the children. And I do confess to asking them if I could have this one, and by them I mean Johnny. So this came from Hedgerow Yarns, and I've never had any hedgerow before either, but I saw someone else knitting with this and I couldn't, I just had to. It's called Fairy Lights. Look at the speckles. Let's all just take a moment to appreciate how stunning these speckles are. So this is going to be a pair of Christmas socks again. Now, from Paula, we always swap a skein for socks on Christmas Day, and then they become my Christmas Eve socks cast on the following year. So this is what I've got this year from Paula, and again, talk about colour saturation. So this is Woolly Mama Yarns, and again, this is a new dye to me. I've never tried it, and this is rocking around the Christmas tree. And I have a feeling that I went, oh my God, look at this, to Paula at some point. And she was on it like a car bonnet. So again, neon speckles on a green background. I mean, couldn't be more perfect for me. And then, hang on a minute, Pestiment gone. From Bex, of Bex Creates, as well as the Lovely Notions bag or small knitting bag, I also got a skein of Bird Street yarn, which is just gorgeous. Hand dyed by Claire and John. And the colour is Getaway. And I think this was one... Did they do this as part of a club with the little grey girl? I think that might be right. But look, how delicate. Again, beautiful speckling. Such, oh, look at that bit. Such pretty colours. So I'm not sure yet what that's going to become, but whatever it is, it'll be something delightful. Then project bags. So this was from Paula as well, and it was actually made by my sister Laura, Craftmonger Law. And the fabric is Liberty Christmas fabric. And then this sparkly gold with like rose gold touches and delicate baby blue pom-poms around the edge. It's absolutely beautiful. So that will be the bag that I keep my Christmas Eve cast on in next year. And then from Audrey, for our little swap, was this absolutely gorgeous Gibby Rousseau's Christmas bag, and it's quite big. And it's got all these lovely, very retro, very Scandi sort of snowflakes and things on it. So this is going to be what I keep the shawl in that I'm going to crochet with the yarn that she sent me over the whole of Advent. I'm going to start that sometime in January, I think, and it's the it's called This Is Me, the shawl, and I've done one for a friend and really enjoyed it, so I'm going to make one for me, and Audrey is going to make one for herself with the yarn that I dyed for her. So that seems to have cat hair on it, which I'm going to have to deal with. And the last knitting item was from my sister Wendy, and I squealed when I saw it. She bought this from a knitting shop in Edinburgh when she was up there just before Christmas. Now, if you watch Paula from Stitch by Mrs. D, I think she has got this same Christmas special book. Now, let's just enjoy Mr. and Mrs. Claus here for a moment. I am going to make both of these. There is absolutely no question. I've only ever made one Jean Greenhow project before, and that was a witch, which I get out at Halloween, so I'd need Christmas ones. And in here, let me see if I can find it, as Mrs. Claus. This is what made me realise it's the one that Paula's got, because she has shown that she knitted this when she was either a teenager or an older child. She made this Cinderella dolly, and it's a topsy-turvy doll, so it turns into this, look. So you can see that's how it works. And this is Cinderella in her ball gown. And there are so many. I mean, just look at these. Look at this reindeer. And then at the very back of it, we have these tea cozies. I think I'm going to have to make one for Mum. And you can knit a little robin to go on the top. Look. So there's lots of things in here. There's also these, what are they called? The last minute dolls. There's a nativity, which I'm highly unlikely to ever knit because I'm not religious myself, but it's still really sweet. Then you've got these Christmas tree trims, and there are several of these which I would really like to do. I love these ones. I love the tree. All of them I like, really. And then, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Frosty. I think they might be in my future as well. And then, oh, these are the last minute dolls. I mean, look. Oh, look. That would go so cutely with Mr. and Mrs. Claus, wouldn't it? A tiny little wee elf. Yeah, that's going to have to happen too. So I'm going to look into some yarn for those at some point as well. So that's it. As I say, there are other things. There's a dress, some boots and a cardigan. And 2 dresses, actually, because Laura made me a dress, and I will wear that and show it to you. A beautiful jersey dress. I was having a sip of coffee. I feel like I've talked for a very long time now. So I'm going to tidy all this away and find homes for everything. And then I'm going to show you some of the things I've been working on over the last week or so. No, last few days. It's not even a week, is it? Goodness me. Actually, total Wally, I'd completely forgotten, to put my nutcracker out. I've just got him out of his box and put him on here. He looks very handsome amongst all the other baubles, doesn't he? This is a Satsuma Street kit that I bought, and it's done on gold coloured perforated paper. You can buy just the charts on the Etsy shop, and I think I'm going to get more of the Christmas decorations for future years. But the kits are nice because they have all the right beads and things in them. They're just very expensive to pay for shipping from America. I think the shipping cost almost as much as the kit, but it was worth it. Bramble. Bramble. What are you doing? everybody. It's the 31st of December, which means it's New Year's Eve. Like, I need to tell you that. Anyway, it's New Year's Eve. I've just made myself a cup of spiced apple in my lovely mug, which I'm still enjoying very much. Spiced apple tea. That smells delicious. And I'm going to wind up this Betwixtmas vlog, and I just wanted to share with you a few of the things that I've finished over the Christmas period and a few things that I've started. The first thing I'm going to show you, actually, I didn't finish over the Christmas period. I finished it before December started. But it was my secret project because it's what I was knitting with, oh dear, I've got bits on it, my Advent yarns from this year. So I've knitted this between March and November, and put each month's colours in after I've dyed them. So this is the Calico Quilt Shawl, and it's by... oh, it's one of the ladies who is part of the Bumblebee Acres team, and I can't remember what her name is. I'm really sorry, I can't remember, but it's not Senbee. If it comes to me, I'll tell you, and if not, I'll try and remember to talk about it next time. But anyway, I could put a link underneath, couldn't I? I'll do that. So if I can hold it back well enough, because it's absolutely huge. Here is the Calico Quilt Shawl. And this is all, it's actually 25. So the last mini skein, which is this red one at the bottom, is the mini that was with the Christmas Day socks, which was called A Dickensian Christmas. And if you ordered that, you will have opened it by now. So that red was the mini that went with that colourway. So we started over here, and you knit this in strips. So that was day one, dead as a doornail. And then all the way across this top strip. And then the second strip down, and so on until 25 at the bottom. It's lovely, and I really like it, and I'm really glad I've done it. I didn't particularly enjoy the process of making this shawl, I'll be completely honest. There was a lot of awkward picking up and knitting, which I didn't find intuitive, let's put it that way. I was fine with doing it, but I don't really like the joins between these triangles. I'm not going to hold it up close because I don't like them. Anyway, I've also finished my Advent mitts, the Shows You Scraps mitts by Laura of A Lonely Knitter. And these were knitted with Advent minis that Cherie from Ollie and Bella sent me, and I've washed and blocked these. Bear with while I put them on. So this was days 1 to 12. And this was days 13 to 24. Can you see them well enough? Sorry, the light's not great. I think I forgot to do the super stretchy cast off on this one. It feels a lot tighter. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. Yeah, I might have to undo that cast off and redo it. Then I'll feel even, but I'm going to save these for spring. I think, anyway. I might not, but yeah, I'm really happy with them. We'll do them again. Might do them in a solid colour this time. But yeah, I really liked that pattern. Really enjoyed doing them. Very nice and simple and enjoyable. So thank you very much, Cherie, for the yarns. I love every single one of them. Such pretty colours. Really nice. So I shall put those away now I've shown them to you. The other thing I have almost finished is my cross stitch. Now, don't look at the finishing too closely. It's really warm here today. It's like 14 degrees. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I want winter to be cold, please. I don't like... I'm hot and sweaty enough in summer. I don't want to be sweaty in winter. I have to take that off. Anyway, don't look too closely at the finishing because despite my very careful measuring, I've managed to make a bodge up of the bordering around this. But I have finished my Christmas Town banner. It's got the loops ready. The only thing I haven't got is I want a finish dowel to go through these loops and with eyelets at either end, and then I can put a hanger on. And I'm also going to go to Fred's and get some pom-pom trim for the bottom. So this is where I've gone wrong here. And I think it's actually a problem with where I hand stitched the border fabric to the cross stitch rather than the seam. but I'm at the point now where I don't care. I just want it to be done, and I thought putting some pom-pom trim on might detract the attention from where it goes wonky at the bottom there. But I'm still really, really happy with it. Now, speaking of cross-stitching, I have started the cross-stitch which Johnny bought me for Christmas, which is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Christmas wreath. And it was their stitch-along from this year. I think it started in February. Or maybe it started in January and went through to November. But this is the start of the clue one part. And I'm probably going to do some more on this later. Or I might leave it and do some tomorrow. I'll see how I feel. But so far I'm really enjoying it. I always like doing Frosted Pumpkin. I've only done a couple of their little designs so far, but I've really enjoyed them. And the last rather neglected little soul. Oh, I've not brought my Christmas quilt through to show you. Well, I'll show you that next time. I've got plenty of opportunities because I'm going to be working on it through the year anyway. So here's my Christmas Eve cast on. I have finished another thing as well, which was the hat that I was knitting. I knitted the Tchaikovsky hat out of my gingerbread snowflake colourway, but I've actually put that away in the gift box under my bed, which is a little bit tight for me. I could probably have done with going up to the large adult size. But that's fine because I know someone who will be a very grateful recipient of that come next Christmas. So that's been tucked away. And I've got so I'm going to be doing this as my main knitting now. I have actually dyed a little mini to go for the contrast heels and toes using some of these colours that are in the speckles of the yarn. And I'll show you that in daylight because it's still drying at the moment anyway. But that's it for progress really on those, and I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me throughout the month of December. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing Vlogmas as always. I always enjoy vlogging. It's a really nice creative outlet for me. But I'm not going to be gone for long because I'm going to be doing videos in January, at the beginning of January, to explain the clubs that I'm going to be launching for this year. So I'm going to be doing another year of sock club, and I'm really excited about that. The theme is going to be Greenlambkin's Wheel of the Year. But I'm not going to go into detail about that right now because, as I say, I'm going to do a separate video to explain all about what that's going to entail. But I'm really excited about it. And I'm equally excited about 2022's Advent. I've got a theme in mind and I've got an idea of what I'm going to do for it. I'm really excited about what I want to do actually. But again, I'll be talking about that probably February time, because actually the Advent Club runs from March to October. So there's a bit more time for me to play around and things, but the sock club runs from January to December. So I'm just tying up the last of the December ones at the moment, and they'll be going off in the post on the 2nd of January. Anyway, I'm just going to say now that I hope you've all had a really lovely Christmas and that you've had some time to rest and craft and do all the things that makes you happy. And if you have had a rough Christmas, because I know a lot of people have really struggled with COVID and other things this year, and if you have had a hard time, I hope that you've managed to find some moments of joy and happiness, and that you're going to have a really happy, settled 2022. So I shall say Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the very near future in January. TTFN.